pay more, so they charge you more. It is more expensive here, even for things like supermarket. It tends to be like more of like the white, white people.
Mais tranquilo. É.
Tem dinheiro aqui.
Hello! How are you?
Muito bonitas, ambos.
Obrigada, nada, gente.
Eu acho que a gente tem que aprender, tipo, a amar o próximo, sabe?
What's cooking, guys? It's a Salukie. I'm here in one of the richer neighborhoods of Rio, if not the richest. It's called Leblon. So the past two videos, we've been in the favelas, and I don't want to come and take a big dump on Rio and just show all the poverty. So I've decided to come here. I'm joined by a friend. Want to introduce yourself?
James. King James.
King James from London, a subscriber of mine actually. He hit me up and told me he's in Rio, and he used to live here in this very street until his apartment got flooded yesterday.
Shit happens.
Where did you live exactly?
Just back there. Just back there. Yeah, this is a nice street. It's really quiet. When it's sunny, you get like all the shade from all these trees. It's really nice.
If you would just put me here, I might think that it's Europe, you know?
Very calm.
But to be fair, most of the city, minus the favelas, looks a bit like this. I mean, trees everywhere and nice apartments.
Yeah, Rio's nice. I mean, obviously this area is more expensive. Get that quality feeling of, safety and calmness. But yeah, there's a lot of areas like this. And, yeah, you just gotta look for it.
How much would one normally pay for a month apartment here? Like, what are the price ranges?
It's gotta be minimum £1,000. So you're thinking maybe $1,300, I'd say minimum, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like a place of your own, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a one bedroom.
What kind of crowd do you normally see here?
Just typical like yuppies, isn't it? Young professionals. Like Brazil, everyone's kind of working out. They're either working out or they're walking their dog.
Yeah.
Tends to be like more of like the white, white people. So this is the main street. It's called Rua Dias Pereira. In Leblon, this street will get pretty lively in the evening. Like the bar scene is pretty good here. This is pretty much Leblon, as far as Leblon's concerned, in terms of like active parts.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
So you've been in Brazil how long, James?
So this is my second time. So now it's 8 weeks. I came for the first time last year for just 1 week. And then as soon as I got here, I kind of knew that I'd need more time, for sure. I'd need more time in Brazil. Because I'm learning Portuguese, I speak a bit of Portuguese. It's perfect, it's cheap.
A ty говоришь русский язык тоже?
Sim, já говорю по-русски. So yeah, I speak Russian as well, and obviously that was part of the plan as well, to get to Russia, Ukraine and Belarus this summer, but all those three countries are now pretty much off the map for Westerners.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm here.
So much like me, you go to the countries where you're learning the language, where you're interested in the language, and kind of stay there when pick it up, right?
Yeah, for me, learning a language is like a lifetime endeavor. So I don't just learn a language unless I know that I'm going to have a connection to that place and to those people for the rest of my life, really. For my whole life, I know I'm going to always have a connection with Russian speakers and with Brazil, for sure.
What drew you to the former Soviet Union initially?
I'll just say that there's not that much knowledge about that world,
Yeah.
As far as Westerners are concerned, we just think that Russians are racist and bad and all this negative spin, really. So when I started learning Russian, I started finding out that actually Russians are really nice people. So it kind of made me want to continue, and yeah, that's it.
And here we have hortifruti. I'm guessing it's like a Whole Foods kind of thing, you know what I mean?
But you would only find this in this kind of neighborhood, though.
Yeah.
You're not going to find this in Rocinha, that's for sure.
Yeah, nobody's gonna pay a premium for organic food,
And you can just see, it's such a bar scene here. You can just see there's so many bars, so many restaurants. For sure, this place will be rocking in the evening if it's not raining too hard.
And we'll be back here to check it out in the evening. And yeah, this is definitely like a organic kind of shop.
Yeah, Leblon's nice. They know that you can pay more, so they charge you more. So it is more expensive here, even for things like supermarkets. Everything just kind of like raises.
Yeah.
Everything just kind of goes up because they're like, oh, you're in Leblon. Yeah, I did my shopping in Leblon, but I was talking to a Brazilian guy, and he was saying, no, you always take a taxi or a bus to a more humble neighborhood to do your shopping.
You would think that the favela is the cheapest place to do shopping, but it's not, because they have to carry the stuff up the favela, the groceries and all. So it inflates the prices of the groceries in the favela as well. I think the cheapest place to buy groceries is just like a random neighborhood, you know? Yeah, I've never seen an apartment with a garden before in another part of Rio.
It just feels calm and relaxed. Very European.
You could still get robbed here though.
I mean,
Easily.
yeah.
I mean, they just look around, see no police, boom, 2 seconds and in and out, you know? Yeah, a friend of mine got robbed here.
It's Brazil.
So we're coming up on Leblon's beach, which is also a bit more exclusive, I would say.
Yeah, it is, just because geography-wise, it's right at the end of Rio's South Zone, really. So you have to deliberately come here. You're not going to just pass through here. For that reason, it tends to be mostly locals, I guess. But I guess we can find out if we can speak to anyone here.
So here we have the Leblon coastline. Over there behind that is the Vidigal favela, which I showed you in the previous video. And it's actually not the best beach day today, but he has a life, unlike me. So we kind of came here when we could.
Well, it's good if you're a surfer.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that guy. Are you Carioca?
Oh yeah, we're here.
Yeah. Is this like the best place to surf in Rio or not so much?
Not so much. I think this is the best place when it's big. We have a lot of waves, but no, it's not the best place. The best place is in Barra da Tijuca, Leonardo.
Leonardo? My bad. My name is Ido.
Junior?
James.
You choose to come here because you live in Leblon or just a nice beach?
I live. I'm a student, engineer.
Alright man, good luck catching some waves. Ciao. Thanks.
Stay safe, bro. So obviously his parents are a certain class, which means that he's a certain class. I think that's the biggest difference between a country like Brazil and a country like, you know, America and the UK. If you're poor in the UK, if you're poor in America, that doesn't mean you have to stay poor for generations and generations. You can work your way up and you know, become wealthy. Whereas I think that in Brazil, the wealth tends to be just, if you have it, you're born with it.
Yeah.
That's just the luck that you have. And if you're not, then it's a real struggle to really try and break through that. No English.
Você vai para praticar, para fazer esse exercício?
Faço mais na academia.
Ah, tá.
Ou aqui, corrida ao ar livre.
É
Tava
frio?
só parada apreciando mesmo. Olhando eles aqui.
É frio hoje, né?
Verão acabou.
Acabou? Oh, wow. Summer's finished.
Summer's off, yeah.
Acabou tem uma semana no máximo.
Uma semana máximo. Ok.
Estes dias havia muita chuva,
É.
Carioca?
Carioca? Onde mora no Rio?
São Corrado.
São Corrado. E você é gostosa da praia aqui?
Sim.
Em Leblon?
Ah, Leblon. Não, eu costumo ficar mais aqui pelo Leblon mesmo, ou São Corrado. Eu gosto bastante.
Mais tranquila, né?
Mais tranquilo.
Ah, tá.
Mais caro, né?
Também. Mas esses quiosques aqui à noite também fica bem legal.
À noite,
tem
sim.
música,
Sim.
ao ar livre.
Muitos bares.
Isso.
Ok. Obrigado.
Nada.
Obrigado a
Muito
você.
prazer.
Vocês estão aqui a primeira vez?
Não, para mim...
Sim, é a minha primeira vez aqui, mas eu morei lá, em La Favela, Vidigal. Sim, Vidigal. Foi para conhecer este parte do Rio, para ver o contraste.
Sim.
Sim,
De lá do Vidigal, tipo, pra cá, né? Pra Zona Sul.
Você é personal trainer?
Não.
Não? Você parece?
Parece?
Porque eu vou pra academia todo dia. Eu gosto muito todo dia. Segunda a segunda, praticamente.
Descanso às vezes, né? Você tem Instagram?
Sim.
Imagino que todas você fotos na academia, não? No Instagram.
Na academia, tem vergonha de tirar.
Você é excepcional aqui em Brasil.
É.
Todos os Instagrams em Brasil, as garotas têm fotos de seu culo.
Sim, aqui na praia.
Sim, isso.
Depende, né? Algumas gostam muito de ostentar, mostrar uma vida que não tem. Também, né? As outras não, normais como eu.
Sim, você estuda para
Não.
tornar-se
Fisioterapia.
Fisioterapia?
Isso, trabalho também.
Trabalho.
Estudo à noite e trabalho durante o dia.
Uau, ocupado, né?
Aí vou pra
Muito.
academia e faço boxe também.
Uau.
Faço boxe no Vidigal.
Boxing?
Isso,
Ah, tá.
faço no Vidigal.
Que pena que eu vou amanhã a Rio, porque será bom assistir boxing em Vidigal, mas
Ah, legal.
em Rio você pode falar com alguma pessoa e tem histórias interessantes.
É verdade, verdade.
Sim, é verdade.
É, porque você vê a pessoa ali, você não imagina o que ela faz, né, no dia a dia, quando vai conversando, você
Diferente, sim.
se surpreende, né?
Uma pergunta, você pensava que a gente é brasileiro ou estrangeiro?
Estrangeiros.
Por a câmera?
Também.
Também, ah,
É, mas
por tudo.
vocês têm cara de estrangeiros.
Ah, ok. Está brincadeiro porque em outras partes de Latinoamérica pensavam que eu sou brasileiro.
Ah, é? Ah.
E acá é estrangeiro. Obrigado.
Tchau, prazer.
Tchau, prazer.
Muito prazer.
Prazer.
See if I can still pull off a muscle up. No, wait. Oh, it's
Not bad.
a rusty though.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn technique for that.
Yeah.
It's surprisingly like difficult. Muscle ups.
Yeah, it is. Tudo bem?
Hey.
Amigo, já é Inglaterra.
Inglaterra?
Fotos para a gente, a pessoa na praia? Te pagam? Ah, tá.
Tiro fotos de surf,
Sim.
de casais,
Sim.
imprimo foto na hora também, tenho impressora fotográfica.
É você trabalho.
Trabalho com fotografia.
Tem muito clientes aqui de Leblon? Tem. Tem plata, tem dinheiro aqui, tá?
Muito bom.
Ok. Até logo, irmão.
Vai?
Legal. Yeah, that was just a guy I know from Vidigal, from the favela, from when I was living there. He sells photos. He was saying there's a lot of money to be made here in Leblon. And it's very convenient because it's just downstairs from the favela. So what it's like meeting a guy you've been watching his videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Obviously, it's a bit weird because I know that you don't have a clue who I am. Even though we have messaged on like Instagram a few times, but I know that I'm a stranger to you, but I know you in a sense. I've been watching all your videos, so you just gotta bear that in mind. You just gotta be cool, you know, don't be weird. But yeah, you're pretty much like, your vibe is pretty much the same from your videos as in real life. So
I'm glad.
Real. He's a real deal. So yeah, it looks like the night is starting early.
Não, é que coincidentemente tá tendo 3 despedidas de solteiro. Ela
There's 3 bachelorettes.
Isso. E ele também. E aí a gente juntou aqui.
So yeah, those girls that we just talked to, that's like the typical scene here. You'll see more of that like at night time in Leblon. That was like a hen party, bunch of girls having fun. It's still quite early, but it's a sign that things might get a little bit spicy tonight.
Yeah.
Salukie, are you ready for that?
Indeed. So I think we're gonna go hang out for a bit, have a couple of beers and come back out at night to show you the luxurious nightlife of Leblon. So we're just on our way back to Leblon in the Uber. Aqui no Rio tem que parar em semáforos. Funny thing here in Brazil is that it's tolerated not to stop at red lights in big cities like here and in Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo especially, it's actually the law. The law allows you at night time because it's so dangerous. You know, for like carjackings and stuff.
Yeah, like this one is flashing.
Yeah, they can actually legally run the red lights.
All right, it's 11:30 p.m. right now. We're back in Leblon and shit's popping. Shit's popping like the guns off safety. I can barely walk through here, there's so many people. One thing I have noticed is you were right, there's a lot of white Brazilian people.
Yeah, it's just how it is. In fact, there's a few people that I know, like a few kind of like black and mixed race people, whether they're Brazilians or whether they're foreigners, they just say that they don't come to Leblon for like, you know, nights out or whatever, they just don't come here.
As you can see, white people. So you won't believe who I just ran into. Remember the Amazon series when I said a guy called Amir Asuni set it all up? And his link was in the description there. I'll leave it in the description of this video too if you want to go on an Amazon adventure. But anyway, I've never met him in real life. And here he is in Leblon.
Just hanging around, enjoy the vacation.
And how did you find out about Leblon? Because like not a lot of tourists come here.
I'm living in Ipanema and I have many friends living here. So we're
Yeah.
just coming here to hang around, drink some beers, some cocktails before we're going out.
Awesome.
But nice places.
טוב, תשמע, אני אתפוס אותך אחרי שנסיים לצלם. סבבה?
מגניב, אחי.
יאללה. כן, כן, כן. המיגוס רוצים להיות בסרטון? רוצה להגיד משהו?
רגע, אתה ישראלי כאילו?
כן.
אז למה לא דיברנו?
אנשים לא מאמינים שאני ישראלי, תמיד.
יש לך מבטא כאילו שמאיפה?
לא, בעברית אין לי, מה? בעברית יש לי מבטא?
לא, אז לא, נשמע, לא, אין לך מצב. לא, דמיינתי, לא יודע, חשבתי שאתה איזה ברזילאי, לא יודע.
לא יודע, נראה לי בגלל התספורת וזה, אתה מבין? אני אוהב להשתלב.
מה אתה עושה? לא, אני עכשיו בסרטון כאילו, מה קשור?
כן, אני יודע, סתם. איך קוראים לך קודם כל?
קוראים לי עומר, רמת גן, נולדתי ברמת גן, מטייל כבר כמעט שנה, אני עובד מרחוק, יש לי עסק אינטרנטי, עכשיו אני גר פה איזה חודשיים כבר.
And you've been here in Leblon, yeah?
Yeah, I'm living in Leblon for 1 month. Before I left, was living in Ipanema. It's very, very close, yeah?
Yeah.
But Leblon, I just found a good apartment here, and yeah, I think it's the best place, you know, if you are into parties, bars, and stuff like that. So I think all the hot girls are here. You can see.
Very Israeli question I have for you. How much do you pay for your apartment?
So actually, I found this apartment. It's a really good apartment. I pay like 1,100, but it depends on the time.
Wait, 1,100 reals all by yourself?
No, dollars. But it's a like big apartment. Yeah, I can afford it. But usually, if you want to live like in your apartment, you have to pay something like that. Like depends on the quality and everything. But yeah, Leblon is the most expensive area, but it's.
You're saying it's worth it, vale la pena.
Vale la pena, yes.
אני עכשיו העברתי חודש בפאבלה בוידיגל. Uma pergunta. Quanto tem? Como quanto mililiter?
Oi, 270.
270. Obrigado. And I believe this is a local one.
Yeah, with Shopee, I think you can choose what you actually drink, but most of the time they just bring it out. You don't really know what you're drinking. It's just.
Yeah. And here we have a bloke selling. Que você vende?
Cigarro eletrônico.
Ah, tá. Quanto custa?
Cigarro eletrônico? Qual cigarro eletrônico?
Desculpa, eu não fumo mais, obrigado. Como você chama?
Eliel.
Eliel. Você tem nome judeu, não?
Ah, judeu sim.
Judeu?
Sim.
Você é judeu?
Não, não.
Ah, tá.
Só tem um nome.
Ah, entendeu. Tá, obrigado.
Did he have a Jewish name or something?
Yeah. So we have a.
Hello. How are you?
She's not camera shy, this one. Yeah? We have a great excuse to talk to pretty girls today, so.
You're the best excuse in the world to talk to hot girls.
Vocês moram aqui em Leblon, não?
Sim, nós moramos aqui já tem 2 anos, mas a gente é do interior do Rio, de Volta Redonda.
Ela é tímida, não?
Ela é tímido.
Tímido.
Eu vim pra cá pra trabalhar, estudar e daí fiquei aqui no Rio. Sou médica, eu sou dermato e geriatra.
Garota intelectual, não?
É, um pouquinho.
E você? Mora aqui também?
Sim, moro aqui. Já moro aqui há 10 anos. Não, a gente mora próximo, não junto.
Posso perguntar quanto custa para morar aqui um mês?
Eu aluguel por aqui uns 3.500, 4.000 reais, por aí.
Tô num apartamento. Se tiverem interesse, tá R$800 a diária por dia.
Sinto tranquila. Aqui é lógico que a gente tem que vigiar um pouquinho, né? Olhar para os lados, mas aqui nunca fui assaltada, né? Quero não.
Obrigado a vocês, muito bonitas, ambos.
Obrigada, nada.
Carol e
Joyce.
Joyce. E vocês já cá cariocas ou de onde?
Eu não sou carioca, mas moro aqui há 9 anos. Sou naturalmente de Fortaleza, Ceará. Eu sou do Rio mesmo, eu nasci aqui, sou daqui. Não, aqui no Rio de Janeiro mesmo, sou carioca, da Gema. É, carioca da Gema.
Mas mora aqui em Leblon?
Não, moro em Copa.
Ah, mora em Copa e você?
Também.
Aqui parece outra cidade, não?
Não, acho isso. Não, eu acho que não chega a ser tão exagerado assim, sabe? Não dessa forma. É um lugar assim diferente de Copacabana, é diferente da Lapa, entendeu? São vibes diferentes, entendeu?
Muito diferente, tá? E onde
É
você
um outro público, entendeu? Um outro tipo de estilo de pessoas, entendeu?
E vocês gostaria morar aqui em Leblon ou não? Da Copacabana, né?
Lagoa seria melhor. Lagoa.
Você é a última entrevista por hoje, por esta noite. Quer dizer algo por el mundo?
Mundo?
Sim. Por la gente, por as pessoas que assistiram.
Que as pessoas tenham mais consciência, né? O mundo hoje precisa disso, né? Que as pessoas sejam mais conscientes, tanto com a natureza como com si mesmo, porque o ser humano precisa disso, né? Enfim,
Exato. É isso que ela falou e eu acho
coisas que o ser humano precisa é consciência em tudo.
eu acho que a gente tem que aprender, tipo, a amar o próximo, sabe? Tipo, que a gente tem que estar aqui no mundo, a gente é temporário e se a gente não fizer a nossa parte também, tipo, a gente tem que aprender a fazer a nossa parte para que o outro faça a parte dele, a gente fique nesse ciclo de cada um ajudando o outro pra gente poder também viver num lugar melhor, né? Porque a gente tem que entender que guerra, briga, essas coisas não vão levar a gente a lugar nenhum. É isso.
Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's going to be a link in the description to my Patreon where you can make small donations to help keep it going. Patreon.com/thesalukie. As little as £1 would really go a long way. Thanks for watching, and I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, I guess. This is...
You ever watch Nardwar?
Yeah, Nardwar, interviews, yeah.
You know how he just kind of like does this?
Makes it awkward.